Text for today is 1 Kings 17 from verse 2 to 4. The word of the Lord came to Elijah. Leave here, turn eastward, and hide yourself by the brook Kerith, east of the Jordan. You will drink from the brook, and I have commanded the ravens to feed you there. You know what? Let me start here. Sometimes God tells you to leave a place. It's not always very easy, because for some of us, our lives and everything that we depend on and depends on us has been built around the particular city, the particular job, the particular business, the particular relationship. So we always assume that things are gonna go wrong. Trust me, even if you are the guy with the highest faith, like I'm just gonna move the way you have asked me to move, sometimes doubt will creep in, and and the voices around you will start to just come and say, hey, are you sure? Did you pray well? Did you hear good? Or these are just hallucinations of the night or something. But in Elijah's life, it was a different ballgame. God said, get out of here. Most times when we just have a breakthrough, maybe we just had a breakthrough in business, or something big just happened to us, we just signed a contract and all of that. We want the spotlight, and that was what was happening with Elijah. It was actually a time of celebration, because he had prophesied, and it's like happening right before his face, and the Lord says it's time to leave this place. This is not the time for celebration. So I don't know if you are the one that the Lord is speaking to today. I want you to follow me. I only have 5 steps for you today. I just want to explore what Elijah did in this season, and what many people could be doing wrong in the generation that we have. The first thing is that the instruction was very simple and very direct. Leave this place. This is what I'm going to do with you. And for some of us, God has given you that direction, that instruction, but you're still waiting. Maybe this word is going to inspire something in you and cause you to move. The first thing is that God ended a season for protection, not punishment. God ended that season to protect Elijah. Because if you know what was going on at the point, the king's name was Ahab, was married to Jezebel. A lot of strategies, a lot of manpower, and now there is technically a national problem through his prophecy. So it's not just the king that was looking for him. Everybody were probably looking for him and say, hey, our gas prices has gone up just because you said so. Oh, the food prices have gone up just because you said so. You have confronted the king. It's like somebody standing up to the president or the prime minister of the nation and say, this is going to happen. So it was a national confrontation, so when God's instruction came and said, do not stay, and he's not saying fight. The instruction is not build a new ministry. God says, leave here. But God, I've planted a church in this town. I've been doing business here. God says, leave. Wow. And why did God say that? Because God knew the intentions and the heart of man, what could have happened. And most times God will ask you to leave a business, leave something, because the next assignment is bigger than the last one. So you are not glorying in what is gone. God is building, about to show you something new, not just prophetic, but something in another dimension, perhaps in another country, perhaps in another state. So God wants to end that season. And guess what? If you stay beyond the time that God wants you to stay, danger is coming. It would have been destroyed. So therefore, God is not putting you in this situation now to give you punishment. He's actually protecting you. He's protecting you. is protecting you. Sometimes what feels like loss is actually, most times, especially with God, is preservation. So when God hides you, is to preserve you. It's not to punish you. God don't have desires, or He doesn't have joy in giving you punishment. Number two, the separation will back the strategy for the new season. God did not actually say go to the next city immediately. No, He moved it from one city, the city of the city and the season of separation. Just stay here. I mean, now human mind is a very fast person. You're asking God, why am I staying here? What's going on and all of that? Why would you send me to hiding? This could have been the best, and I would have had the best likes, the best people, the best followership. I just prophesied to the king, and it's already happening, and people can see it. And God didn't say go to another city. God said go to Kerith. Kerith was quiet. Kerith was isolated. Kerith was away from the crowd. There is no speaking engagement coming to him in Kerith. There is no prophetic demand coming upon him in Kerith. There is, it was a dry place. It's like, no way I am going here. If it was the state of internet, you would have Googled, where is Kerith? What's the history of Kerith? What's the demographic in Kerith? And we would have done all of that, But that was not it. He was eating for every download. God wanted to download some things to him, his new dimension, the strategy for his new state. God was about to unveil to him. So when God asks you to go into separation, especially after winning, this is probably what God is doing. Say, hey, you know what? Now it's separation. I love God because God is very systematic in approach. Like, you move here. Sometimes God is the master of like a chessboard, like move here so that this one is protected, move this way so that is protected. But in our human minds and capacity, because we cannot see the next move, we get to panic, we get to worry, we get to think, oh, what is God doing, and why is God treating me like this? Why would I leave an opulent place like that and send me to Kerith? Nothing is happening here. It's a dead city. And oftentimes we need to understand when it's separation, it is preparation. In the book of Psalms, so when God pulls you away from such in a generation that is so mindful, and God pulls you away and asks for you to have a moment with him, it is for legacy moves. God don't just be like, okay, let's God wants to make some legacy moves, and he has selected you. And you are the one. So that's why he ended the last season. But guess what? This new season, the third thing that you must understand, that there is always provision at the brook. You are never going to be left stranded. All you need is to just move. Most times as humans as well, we want to see the evidence, like for real evidence, something you can hold, not just by faith, but ease. Physical, you can touch, you can see, you can hear the sound, like physically, not just in the spirit. You can hear it. We want those provisions. Say, God, if you can promise me this, then you can go ahead on that. But God said something very, very interesting. We will drink from the brook. Notice the language. If you can go and check what the brook means. The brook, the provision is not where you are standing. The provision was waiting where God wants you to go. And it will not be in the city you are, in the town you are. It is in Kerith. It's not going to happen in Israel. It's going to happen in Kerith. It's not going to happen in San Francisco. It's going to happen in Kerith, whatever your Kerith is, whatever city God is asking you to move to. It could be San Francisco as well, but that is why obedience matters. Because obedience to God, especially when it's God, is not going to come to you in the place of your comfort. No, it's not going to come to you in the place of where you want to chill and all of that. If you are following God, your business is patterned after God. You know, He can ask you like He did to Gideon, reduce the number of staff you have for this season, because this number of staff cannot go with us to the next season for what I want to do for you. And you might get upset, you might get angry, but God will bring about something that your mind cannot even fathom if you desire or you decide to make the decision. So the miracle is on the other side. You know, if you can tell, my miracle is on the other side. Your miracle is on the other side. You know, by the time it gets too noisy and all of that, God will pull you out. And in pulling you out, He will provide for you. I've heard stories of people that went into their own season of seclusion. And guess what? God was masterminding and creating businesses or opportunities as they are away. God was finishing the business for them. God was finishing the contract for them. Because when you are away, you are more attuned in the spirit. You can even control things more. So God was like, Elijah, you have done a great work, but I need you to now begin to stir things more in the spirit where nobody can see you. The fourth thing was that the ravens. You know, it's not enough to go to the brook. You know, I don't mind anybody bringing my food. I don't mind, you know, one of the cleanest animals bringing my food, maybe like on horses, on chariots, and all of that. But God now said, I have commanded the ravens to feed you. One thing you must know about the ravens, they are very unclean. And they don't feed other people. They feed on dangerous stuff. So when you look at what God was doing, right? God used the ravens as a delivery system. I don't know if it was maybe that region is more for ravens. So imagine a region that ravens are even comfortable coming to. Just imagine that. But God used them as a delivery system. This is very powerful. It means that God can use unexpected channels to sustain you. God can use people you never expect. God can use somebody you never expect to give you a house, to give you a car, you know, to sponsor your lifestyle, open the next business for you. God can use systems that you never planned. You know, it's good to be strategic and systematic, but God can use all of these things. God can also use opportunities you never imagined from people that are not like you. They are not from the same race. They don't share the same faith. You know, they don't share the same faith. God can use them to be a conduit of your blessing, because He has ways of sustaining you. God's responsibility is that you must be sustained. So the religion can call it unclean, but God will use it to sustain you. And the last thing you must understand is that Kerith will always come before Zarephath, not the other way around. And this is how we all most times will miss it. You think that, oh, this season is getting too long. I can't survive in this season. How do I? No. God later sent him from there to the next assignment. God will always move you from one place to the other. You know, Kerith will come before Zarephath. Because what God wants to do in Kerith is, one, He wants you to learn dependence, He wants you to learn obedience and daily trust in Him, that He can provide for you daily. He has done it before, He's doing it now, and He will do it again. So most times people want Zarephath, we want the miracle, we want the multiplication, we want the public story, we want the widow, you know, but we don't want that Kerith, that place of just sitting down, just say, God, what are you saying? oh, but God has not spoken for 6 months and you are still there. A lot of people will say things in the human capacity, and tell you that, oh, don't worry about it, you've lost your mind and all of those things. But don't worry, you are in preparation. So the fact that a season just ended doesn't mean you ended. The fact that a door just closed doesn't mean that your life is closed. The fact that God just opened you up in destiny is the most important thing. Do not rush it. Don't call it failure. You cannot fail with God. You cannot fail with God. So if God gives you an instruction, get out of here. Be excited, because that's how God promotes His own people. It's actually protection and promotion. Because at the end of time, when you have fully served your time in Kerith, God will now say, you know what? We have an assignment in Zarephath. He's never going to take you back. He's always pushing you forward. Except there is an assignment that requires your presence in that place, then He will take you there and move you again. God is always moving people. If God has been hiding you in Kerith, congratulations, because your promotion is about to come. So don't cry over it. The door that closed, the opportunity that left, the relationship that didn't work out, don't cry about it. Because why? God is my God. God is so long. It has been so long. The thing that you lost that you think was the biggest, God is doing another one. Guess what? The other one of God is always bigger, better, and larger than the last one that you have ever experienced. God bless you. Remember, last season ended, your life didn't end. God, I see you for destiny. He healed you.